All right, let's talk about the difference between transverse and longitudinal waves. It's kind of cool. We have two categories of waves. We have transverse ones and longitudinal ones, and they're these patterns in nature, so we give them these names. So transverse waves, they are waves where the wave medium vibrates perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Let's take a look at this first drawing here. We have a wave source, which is the hand. Here's the wave source, and the wave source moves up and down to vibrate this rope, which is the wave medium. So the wave medium vibrates up and down. The little particles of the rope, if you were to track each one, they would be moving up and down like that. The wave, though, the energy flows from left to right. So where these crests are, these waves are moving sort of down the line. And if I were to capture the direction of the wave in green and capture the vibration of the wave medium, so blue is the wave medium, green is the wave direction, look at these two motions. They are perpendicular to one another. That is a 90-degree angle. So if you see the wave medium vibrating 90 degrees to the direction of the wave, then you've discovered a transverse wave. I'm going to scroll down really quick, take a look at it in action in this image. So here's a transverse wave on a slinky. In blue, the vibration of the wave source and the wave medium. In green, the direction of the wave. So the waves are moving from left to right. And look at, I'm going to use a yellow little highlighter here. Look at the direction of the wave source and the wave medium versus the direction of the wave. They are perpendicular to one another. Perpendicular meaning at right angles to. Cool, so let's look at a longitudinal wave. A longitudinal wave, a wave in which the medium vibrates parallel to the direction of the wave. So again, we have our wave source, this hand, and we have our wave medium, which is the slinky. And if we were to look at the individual rungs of the slinky, they would just be vibrating. They would move forward and back. The slinky rungs can't slide all the way up. Matter does not transfer from one location to another in a wave, but the energy does. And the energy here is moving from left to right. So the energy is moving from left to right. So let's look at these two lines. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to take this one. These two lines, it's very easy to see that they are parallel to one another. Parallel means two lines that never touch one another. They stretch into infinity and they never touch. Let's look at a longitudinal wave in action. So here's the spring one. And now it's so easy to see in this animation. We have the wave source causing the wave medium to vibrate back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just like that. And then we see the wave, these waves pulsing from left to the right. So this is a longitudinal wave. So if you see parallel motions, think longitudinal. Capiche? Cool. Memorize this. Now, one of the best, the coolest longitudinal wave, I think, is the sound wave. So a sound wave is a type of longitudinal wave. So sound waves it's in the category, let's say this, it's in the longitudinal category. And I just wanted to bring them up because they're such an important longitudinal wave. This red thing here, this is a speaker. That's a speaker. You might have seen, if you've seen a heavy bass song, you'll see the speaker vibrate. The speaker vibrates left and right, and it causes all these little black dots to vibrate. Those little black dots, those are air molecules. Air molecules. and it causes a pressure wave to move from left to right. So why do I call it a pressure wave? Well, look right here where all the black dots are kind of close to one another. When air molecules are really tightly packed in, that's an area of high pressure. So we can see that the individual air molecules, and here's one highlighted in red. I'll use this blue color again. So the medium, it vibrates left, right, and back, but the wave moves from left to right. So those, you can see those parallel motion. When you see parallel, think longitudinal. So just a couple facts about sound waves. Remember, sound waves are pressure waves. So compressions are where you have all the air molecules tightly packed, and rarefactions are where the molecules are loosely packed. There's a lot of space in between the air molecules. So a rarefaction, it's probably a new word for you. It's just the opposite of a compression. So don't get too confused by that. And those are the areas of high and low pressure. If I were to draw the wave form on top of this model here, your classic wave form, this is the classic waveform, you know what it is. I would have a crest, a trough, a crest, a trough, a crest. So the crest, let me do that one more time. Back. The crests are the areas of high pressure, and the troughs are areas of low pressure. This is an animation, so it's kind of running away from my drawing here, but you get the gist.